Hey everybody, it's whatever my name is, and I am going to be doing this video of X and Y stuff, and I'm not even going to be like, I don't know, but this is probably the best time to get all that ranting out from the one video, except that whole, if you want to watch that video, I'll probably put a link in the, right at the beginning for you to click on, because that I get into a random pointless X and Y rant, and it's literally pointless at the very end. So first off, I'm on this one website, I'll put a link to it in the last picture, but the last section of the video, it has the logo on it, which is a celebi. But, and so, I'm going to talk about each individual picture it has on here, except for the battles, and I'm going to go through them in order and talk about them, and I'll put them in the video as I talk about them. But the first picture I'm going to be putting is the cover of the new Koro magazine from Japan. If you look closely at the kind of on the right, you can see the Japanese cover of it, but yep, I'm going to be talking about X and Y this whole time, starting with gameplay, and then I'm going to go into the Pokemon. So first picture is the trainer not running or biking, but actually skating away from the France-inspired Eiffel Tower, and it's really detailed. Like if you look at the trees from Pokemon games, they're just multiple sprites over and over. But this one, and it doesn't really look like trees, it just looks like a green blob kind of with a stick. But these ones do look like trees. I mean, you can see through them. I guess that's the new art style. But I think, and the Eiffel Tower thing, if you actually look at the entrance, it kind of looks like a door you can walk into, that has the, like in a cave with a glowing light coming out of it, meaning it's the exit. It's similar to that in Pokemon games, but, yeah. And the next picture, is you're running, and if you see, it's Route 3, and there looks like to be trainers. I'm guessing one's a schoolboy or a youngster because it's shorter, and the other's another. If you look at the grass, it's very tall compared to the rest of it, which makes sense. And you can kind of see the water, how you can see it actually looks like water. It's probably a good thing. And the mountain, you can tell it's still just repeating stuff if you look at the mountain as in Pokemon games, but it's not as boring to look at. And then you can see the Pokemon Center if you look at the orange roof. And this route looks like, judging by recent Pokemon games, I'm guessing this is the route that'll take you to the first gym. Like in Pokemon Black and White, it was actually Route 2. You only went through 2 routes to get to the gym, and in Black 2 and White 2, it's in the first town, so yeah, judging by those, I'm guessing this is similar to that. Maybe it's right after the first gym. Maybe it's like Route 3 in Black and White. And then the next picture looks like some weird desert base. But, I don't know, maybe this is where, Team Genetic Mutation is. Yay, I like that name. But, if you look to the little left there of the person, there's this track that goes to nowhere. Which probably is a suggestion that the hidden items are back, because usually stuff like that, there's usually a hidden item there, but, so yeah, probably hidden items are back. And this picture, coming from this castle, first glimpse of the female trainer, which I really like the female design a lot better than the boys, but, like that knight in the background with the Golurk, Eevee, Palpito, all of that. But look at the water effect, kind of how, look at it's a really good picture. It looks really good. I like the art style. Look at the sun rays. I think those are sun rays, or maybe those are just clouds. But either way, look at the clouds. They're beautiful, and the sky looks perfect, and it looks real. I hope they bring back seasons, speaking of that, like they did in Black and White. Yeah, that'd be cool. But maybe they should make it weekly this time. It just changes every week, because the month thing can get annoying. Having to wait a month, or having to change it on your actual calendar. But yeah, so right now I'm clicking through attack pictures, which I don't want to talk about. God, there's a lot of them. Ooh, they put them like, oh, the wild Pikachu. I'll talk about that. I like the wild Pikachu. Pikachu, the most iconic, I think the word is, Pokemon in the universe. And it's not in black and white or black 2 and white 2, which I think is really stupid. I mean, it's like the Pokemon that is Pokemon. Being like, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure even before the anime, Pikachu was some sort of iconic thing. I don't know if Pokemon Yellow came before or after the anime, but I'm pretty sure it was before. Judging by the fact that there was a Ho-Oh in the first episode of the anime. So Pikachu seems to have always been the iconic Pokemon. Another attack. The mirror. The mirror, I'll talk about it later, but customization, and look at that drawer. The purple dresser. The like whole room is like a purple tint, and then that looks like a chalkboard. Maybe you could write on there, but I don't know. The pack, that's one thing. The pack is very detailed for being on a trainer. And the swinging on the rope with the glasses, but the swinging's pretty cool though. Yeah, I won't talk about much. I mean, the grass, this could be a gym. It seems like one, but I don't know. Maybe this is some sort of dungeon or something, like the white tree hollow, except because it kind of looks like you're inside a tree, kind of. Maybe this is a tree house. Maybe it's a gym. I'm not sure. The female trainer running, but I like how the camera is over it, and then it's so. And if you watch a picture in the motion, it's very. You can see the river. It's cool, and I like how the flowers are in front of the trainer, which is new. More attacking. More attacking. This blurry shot of the forest, I like it with the sun rays coming through and stuff. Wonder who that girl is. I wonder if this would be similar to the Eterna Forest in Diamond Pearl Platinum, where you're going with Cheryl and she's following you. I wonder if this is like an updated version of that. This gym, obviously a gym because it has the gym symbol. It's in there. It's weird. This is the one where it like folds together. I don't know. Maybe like this is after you beat it and all those colored platforms move up when you first enter and then all this stuff goes down or something. I'm not sure. This spider web, I'm guessing, is a bug gym. I mean, this doesn't seem like something that'd be in the normal world. I'm guessing it's a gym. But yeah. And this, I feel this is like the room before the champion. It just seems like so dynamic. Or maybe this is like the entrance to the Pokemon League or something, because it's just such a dramatic entrance. Pillars of flame, I mean, it's just there. It's like, boom. It's really, I don't think it's a gym. I think it's something towards the end of the game. And so today in the Koro, like I mentioned, there was more stuff. So before Pokemon, we'll talk about that. So this picture I'm going to put up shows a lot of stuff. Like on the next to the and this shows the actual trainer's designs. If you look at the wrist, that's a hard word for me to say. They have something on them which looks, it's like the Potec or the cross transceiver of this game, I'm guessing. But yeah, and And if you look at the legs of the female trainer, the pictures there, see both the male trainer on the first one, riding on this grass buffalo Pokemon that I'll mention later, and then right below you can see the female doing it, the same thing. And above the female's hand, you can see this region, which is, the American name hasn't been announced yet, but the Japanese name is the Karos region. Or maybe it's a Karo region, I'm not sure, but underneath the female's hand you can see the route with the Eiffel Tower. When you look at the female's design, her bag looks to be more like a purse instead of a bag this time. Her hair is a lot detailed. But she's wearing like a short skirt thing, when the male's like wearing pants. And then they're both wearing a hat with glasses, which is kind of weird. And the male's wearing boots, and the female's wearing like Converse. I don't know if the female's like some sort of generic, stereotypical Japanese woman or what. Or Japanese girl. Japanese. French girl or something, but yeah. You know, on the right side of the male, you can see a picture of the male running. Then right under that is the female looking in the mirror, same purple tint. It looks a little bit more purple. Maybe they changed that something. Look at the very bottom picture. There's like running more. Can't really see it that well. The girl above that looks important. Looks like kind of like with the blue blur in the background. It looks like a gym leader person. And then there's two little pictures next to that. But then that picture above that, I will talk about. It is the character customization, where you can change hair color and skin tone, which I think is good enough for customization. And if this picture, you can see one of the small pictures, he's talking to someone. Like, looking at these pictures, the one on the far left, the male with the blonde hair, just looks funny. But yeah, so there's that. And then I guess it's Pokemon time. So let's start with the starters, shall we? Let me pull up the list of them. First off, we have the Chestin, the shelled chestnut Pokemon. 0.4 means high, 9 kilograms, so 9 staplers. Which, it's a shelled chestnut. It's based off a chipmunk chestnut thing, I think, because the pin is a chestmunk. A chipmunk, or not a chipmunk, a hedgehog. It's based off a hedgehog, which is to be the first hedgehog Pokemon. At least it's not the blue one, the water type, so it would be blue. And then next we have Fenneking, which is a fire fox, or yeah, full tick Persigator, which is nice furry ears, so cute. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of fire types, but I think this is the one I might get. It's so cute. Look at the blinking nose. Japan is Foko, you know, but it's 0.4 meters tall, which is the same height as Chespin. These Pokemon seem really small, judging by what meter is. But weighs 0.4 more kilograms. But, I mean, the abilities are unknown, but Let me guess. I'm guessing they're gonna be Overgrow, Blaze, and whatever the grass one is. And then there's Froakie, which is the ugliest looking thing ever. And it's the Bubble Frog. And it's like, they just had like frog Pokemon in the last region. I'm surprised they're doing this again. And it's a 0.3 meter, so it's 0.1 meter shorter. And is 2 kilograms lighter than Chespin. So it's definitely the smallest of them all. Torrent, that's the ability. Next, we'll talk about Evolution Cynthia. I just combined the Japanese and the American name, but the Sylveon is... I don't know really what it is. But here's my ideas. It's either bug because of the bug eyes, flying because of the way it's kind of ribbons move in the wind, like is ghost because of how kind of creepy it looks, like it's smiling and it's all pink with those blue eyes. It's kind of creepy looking. Or it's a new type, but those are the only 4 I really think it could be. So next we're going to talk about the new Pokemon that were announced today. First is, they don't have American names, it's all Japanese, so it's a Yamcha, which looks like some sort of panda, which is kind of new for Pokemon. It's a Nagi Pokemon, it's a fighting type. 0.6 meters, 8 kilograms. So it's the biggest Pokemon we've seen so far. It's a panda thing, and it can learn the new move Parting Remark, which means something. Let me see. Let me click the page. Parting Remark, which lowers the opponent's stats and causes the user to switch out. Weird. Oh, okay, Parting Remark, so it's parting by switching out, and its remark is lowering the stats. And next we have Yayakoma, which is a Japanese Robin Pokemon. And it's such a like normal flying, like we've never heard that before. It's definitely the smallest we've seen so far, being the same height as Froakie but weighing less. And it says it announces itself with a beautiful voice. And it can use the move Flame Charge, which is weird. But yeah, I have a niece named Robin, and I'm sure she'll love Robin. This Robin Pokemon is a cute Pokemon too. But next we have Electaru, which is an electric normal type. I don't know what's with all the normal combinations. I mean, it's stupid. Like normal, psychic. What is it? Girafarig. And then there's Deerling and Saucebuck, which are normal grass. And at least B-Barrel makes sense since its first form is normal. But it is the Generation Pokemon, or Generator Pokemon. 0.5 meters and 6 kilograms. It has a new move called Parabola Charge. It heals the user and damages opponent, so I'm guessing it's like an electric type version of absorbing Mega Drain or something. Which makes sense, given by the shape of Parabola. It go from the user to the other Pokemon and then comes back in a symmetrical form. But then there's last is Gogoto? At least that's what the thing is. The pronunciation says Gogoto, even though I think it's Go-Go. But it's the ride Pokemon, and like I mentioned before with that one picture, it has the both male and female ragging it. And when that was, they're ragging it, it's the main city, which is Menard City, so I'm guessing it's the Castelia City, or the Jubilife City, or the Lily Cove City, or the Goldenrod City, and the Saffron City of this game. But so Go-Go is a grass type. 1.7 meters and 91.0 kilograms, which is the biggest we've seen so far, easily. It is a grass goat. It's you think it'd be like Tauros, or it's kind of like a grass combo. It's a grass version of Tauros and Buffalant, I guess. It has Acorn Horn Leech, and it looks like this Pokemon, the riding thing we saw. This Pokemon is like your new bike, because I guess you can ride it in the field, which is actually kind of unique. And last, we have the legendary Pokemon. First off is Xerneas. It's a Chital, based on it's a deer type thing. 9 foot 10 inches, 474 pounds, which is pretty light for a legendary, I think. But weighs more than the other, but the other is Yveltal, which is 447.5 pounds and 19 feet. So Xerneas weighs more, but Yveltal is taller, probably because of some sort of bird wyvern thing. But there are rumors of the new type, which is what I think Sylveon is, and I think there are going to be 2 new types, because the only time they've introduced new types, there were 2 of them. Not why they keep the number odd, and so then there'd be, because when they introduced new types, it was just Dark and Steel, which is 2. So then if they enter 2 more, that's 19 types, and then each of these would be the same. Or maybe they're entering, or like people think a light type, which I'm guessing would be weak against dark. But if it's the light type they're introducing, these Pokemon could both be light. I mean, they both seem to brighten up, like Xerneas' horns and Yveltal's wings brighten up. And last, we're going to talk about the awakened form of Mewtwo. Like, people, they're saying how this was, people are, I don't know, I'm fine with it, I don't really care, it's just, I'm guessing it's just pretty much going to be an aesthetic change to the Pokemon. Like, I think it's gonna be somewhat similar to Unknown. How they're just all, the shapes don't matter, they're just shapes. But this thing, I really don't, I think it's just something different. I think it's just like something that's new to this region, this new form of Mewtwo. It's the first time being awakened since Gold, Silver, or Heart Gold, Soul Silver, if you really want. But it's just unique. It's different. I think it's just a different look to Mewtwo. I think it's gonna be the same thing, but just a different look. a Claire form, I guess it's maybe called, but it's just, I guess I really never got the big deal about Mewtwo. I mean, I never played Red or Blue. The only time I really knew Mewtwo was in the games was when I played Heart Gold and Soul Silver and found it in the Cerulean Cave. But I know Mewtwo is like supposed to be like the best Pokemon ever or something, like just a nostalgia thing, but it's just an aesthetic change. I don't really think it needs to be such a big deal. I mean, let's see, how far down is Mewtwo on the total stats list? Here, I'm looking. It is number 4. It's not even the strongest Pokemon ever anymore. I mean, it wasn't until, what was it? 2? It was 4th generation that it wasn't, with Arceus, and that was just an event Pokemon. But now with Black 2 and White 2, both White Kyurem and Black Kyurem have 700, which is over 680 total base stat. So I think it's just, I don't know, it's not that, I mean, does it even have the best special attack stat anymore? No. Deoxys and White Kyurem beat it. And how about speed? Well, it's also obviously outspegged because Electrode was faster than Mewtwo, but I mean, Deoxys and defense. Oh, wait, special defense, let's look at that. Doesn't even look like, yeah, so I mean, Mewtwo isn't even the best Pokemon really anymore, as it used to be. It's outclassed by Pokemon from the basic Pokemon of this generation, and I think people are just really overlooking the fact that it's probably just an aesthetic change and not really, it's just, imagine a Mewtwo with a different look. Let's go with that. Like a Ditto, just, what can I use as an example? Okay, so it's like Giratina. Giratina, when you give it the Grisius Orb, I think it's Grisius. Let me make sure so I'm not wrong. Yeah, if you give it the Grisius Orb, it changes from its altered form into its origin form, which you will only usually see in the, what's the word? Which you'll usually only see in the Distortion world, but it's the same Pokemon. The stats aren't changed, and this is why I'm going to think it is. Maybe it's, you do something with Mewtwo, a special event happens, and then it's just this awakened form, which is still Mewtwo, just a different form, saying that I'm back and ready to battle again after like 10-year hiatus or something. But I just really think people are overlooking the whole Mewtwo thing. It's probably not that bad. And wow, I can talk for a while. God, it's been 30 minutes. But so this has been my thing. If you want to see the website I'm looking at, I'll give you the, just click on the Celebi in this little end here, and so yep. And I will probably record just my first 20 minutes with X and Y when I get it. So until I upload my somewhat played Pokemon Diamond again.